Food authenticity. Everything you need to know. For all questions about food, ask the food scientists at www.askfoodscientists.com. Food authenticity refers to the concept that a food product is genuine and true to its nature, and that it has not been adulterated or tampered with in any way. Tampering with may involve adulteration. Food adulteration is the act of intentionally adding harmful, inferior, or cheaper substances to a food product, or removing valuable or essential components of a food product, with the intention of deceiving consumers and/or increasing profits. I will share with you a summary of specific methods for testing for authenticity of food. DNA testing. This method involves analyzing the DNA of a food product to determine its species or variety. Stable isotope analysis. This method involves analyzing the stable isotopes of elements in a food product, such as carbon or nitrogen, to determine its origin or authenticity. Spectroscopy. Spectroscopy is a method that uses light to analyze the chemical composition of a food product. Chemical analysis. Chemical analysis involves testing the chemical properties of a food product, such as its pH or water activity, to determine its authenticity. Sensory analysis. Sensory analysis involves using human senses, such as taste, smell, and sight, to evaluate the quality and authenticity of a food product. Microscopy. Microscopy involves using a microscope to examine the physical properties of a food product, such as its structure and texture. Electrochemical methods. Electrochemical methods involve measuring the electrical properties of a food product to determine its composition or authenticity. Chromatography. Chromatography is a technique used to separate and analyze the different components of a mixture. Enzyme-linked immunosorbent assay, ELISA. ELISA is a method that uses antibodies to detect specific proteins or other molecules in a food product. Nuclear magnetic resonance, NMR, spectroscopy. NMR spectroscopy is a method that uses magnetic fields to analyze the chemical structure of a food product. Fluorescence spectroscopy. Fluorescence spectroscopy involves measuring the fluorescence of a food product to determine its composition or authenticity. Isotope ratio mass spectrometry, IRMS. IRMS is a method that measures the isotopic composition of elements in a food product, such as carbon, nitrogen, or oxygen. Overall, these methods can be used alone or in combination to test the authenticity of a food product. I will share with you some potential benefits of ensuring food authenticity. Protection of public health. Authenticity testing can help to detect food fraud and protect public health by identifying potentially harmful substances or allergens in food. Consumer confidence. Accurate food labeling builds consumer trust and confidence in the food supply, which can have positive effects on sales and brand reputation. Fair competition. Ensuring food authenticity promotes fair competition in the food industry. Regulatory compliance. Food authenticity testing can help food producers and distributors to comply with food safety regulations, such as labeling requirements and country of origin labeling. Transparency and traceability. Ensuring food authenticity promotes transparency and traceability in the food supply chain. So, how can food processors ensure authenticity for their food products? Food processors can ensure food authenticity by implementing several measures, including quality and safety management systems. Implementing a quality management system, such as ISO 22000 or FSSC 22000, can help food processors to identify and prevent potential authenticity risks throughout the production process. Ingredient traceability. By keeping detailed records of the origins and suppliers of all ingredients used in their products, food processors can ensure that their products are authentic and free from contaminants or substitutions. Testing and analysis. Food processors can use a variety of analytical techniques to test the quality of their products, including DNA-based methods, isotope ratio analysis, and chemical fingerprinting. Third-party certification. Third-party certifications, such as organic, non-GMO, or fair trade, can provide an additional level of assurance that products are authentic and have been produced according to specific standards. Compliance with regulations. Food processors should comply with all relevant food authenticity regulations and guidelines, such as the EU Regulation No. Auditing. Auditing of suppliers and production facilities can help to ensure that ingredients and products are authentic and meet the required standards. Consumer complaints and recall management. Having a system in place to manage consumer complaints and recall in case of authenticity issues is important for the food industry. How can you as a consumer protect yourself from food fraud? Buy from reputable sources. Purchase food products from reputable and trustworthy sources, such as reputable retailers or manufacturers. Read labels carefully. Read the labels on food products carefully to look for any suspicious or unfamiliar ingredients, and to ensure that the product is what it claims to be. Check the packaging. Check the packaging of food products for any signs of tampering or damage, and avoid purchasing products with damaged, broken, or open seals. Know the source. Try to learn more about the source of the food product, such as where it was produced or grown, and how it was transported and stored. Be aware of common frauds. Be aware of common food frauds, such as mislabeling, substitution, or dilution, and learn how to identify the signs of these frauds. Report suspicious activity. If you suspect that a food product may be fraudulent, report it to the appropriate authorities, such as local health or consumer protection agencies, or the manufacturer or retailer of the product. Be wary of online purchases. If purchasing food products online, be cautious and purchase from reputable and trusted retailers. Check for certifications. Look for food products that have been certified by a recognized third-party certification program, such as the Global Food Safety Initiative, GFSI, the Safe Quality Food, SQF, program, or the Hazard Analysis and Critical Control Points, HACCP, system. Stay informed. Stay up to date on food safety and fraud issues by following trusted sources of information, such as the World Health Organization, WHO, the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations, FAO, or the Food and Drug Administration, FDA. Be vigilant when traveling. When traveling, be cautious about purchasing food products from street vendors or unfamiliar locations. Pay attention to storage and handling. Proper storage and handling of food products can help prevent food fraud and contamination.